Welcome back. As we saw last time, the first god, Chaos, had 5 children. Of the first 3, we shall cover Gaia first. Why? I feel Tartarus will be quite a short video again, and I really like Eros, so would love extra time for research. But that isn't to say Gaia is boring. She's a very complex character. So, who was Gaia? Gaia, or Terra to the Romans, was Mother Earth, and when I say Mother Earth, that's not merely, the Mother Earth that we think of today, like rainbows and beautiful fields with rabbits running free. It's also the dark evil we see around us. The predator slaughtering its prey, filthy maggots burrowing into people's skin. The fun stuff, the fun stuff. She's not as clean as our modern perception of Mother Earth is, but she still represents things like fertility and the usual kind of things that Mother Earth is associated with. Despite this, she is the ancestral mother of all living things. She has many, many children, too many in fact to list here, but I will go over some of the most important children that she has in Greek myth. Her sons with no father are Uranus and Pontus, who both become her lovers. With Uranus, she gives birth to the Titans, including Oceanus, Hyperion in Homer, known as Hyperion Helios, Themis, Cronus, and Rhea, the 3 Cyclopes, Arges, Bontus, and Steropes, who make Zeus his lightning bolt to fight Cronus, the Elder Muses and the Hecatoncheires, huge, incredibly strong beings with 50 heads and 100 arms. These creatures were cast into Tartarus with the Cyclopes by Uranus and fought for Olympians in the Titanomachy. And these are only a few of her children with Uranus. You can see now why I won't list them all. With her son Pontus, she had many children, including Nereus, the old man of the sea, who lives in the Aegean, and Ceto, a primordial goddess of the sea, who may or may not have been the sea monster who Perseus rescued Andromeda from using Medusa's severed head. Sources are conflicting and very unclear. Mad that Greek myths conflict and are unclear. Madness. Besides the stories associated with Uranus, Cronus, and Zeus, probably her most famous story comes from her union with her brother Tartarus, from which came the mother of monsters Echidna, the giants, and Typhon, a great serpentine monster who she bore to take revenge on Zeus for stealing her children Titans away in Tartarus. Typhon was associated with Set from Egyptian myth, so you can imagine how much of a dick Typhon was. Typhon was made by Gaia to avenge her children. He had great wings and a serpentine body. He was truly monstrous. In challenging Zeus for rule over the world, they fought and were evenly matched. Their battle was so fearsome that Hades trembled in the underworld, as did Cronus and the Titans in Tara. According to Nonnus, Typhon stole Zeus's tendons. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's pretty fucking grim. Like, imagine having all of your tendons just ripped out. Zeus, Cadmus, and Pan then hatch a plan to steal his tendons back. Cadmus plays the Pan pipes. Typhon, hearing this, is enchanted and goes to find the source. In doing so, leaving Zeus's thunderbolt with Gaia. Speaking with Cadmus, he offers him any goddess as his wife, and Cadmus replies that there is no need for this. But if Typhon would allow him to string his lyre with Zeus's tendons, he could play a more beautiful tune. Typhon hands the tendons to Cadmus, and Cadmus hides them in a cave and plays a beautiful tune enchanting Typhon. While this is happening, Zeus attaches his tendons and steals his thunderbolt back. I don't know how he reattaches his tendons, but he does. Gods can do anything, I suppose. Cadmus leaves Typhon, and realizing he has been tricked, Typhon burns the earth as the gods flee.
What? You fuckers! You fuckers! You motherfucker! I will rain hellfire upon you!
But if Gaia and Typhon rule, now where can they go to? Not Olympus, that's where Typhon is. They flee to Egypt, disguised as animals. This is how the Greeks explain the Egyptian half-animal gods. The next morning comes, and Typhon roars, challenging Zeus. Zeus cuts off and burns and freezes his endless hands and countless heads. Gaia tries to help her crippled son, but nothing works. And Zeus, in victory, seals him under a mountain, Mount Etna. Whenever Etna erupts or rumbles, it is said it is Typhon trying to escape. There's one final child of Gaia I would like to mention. In a union with her grandson Poseidon, She bears the child Charybdis. I won't recount the many stories here. Charybdis is much more relevant to the stories of Odysseus, but Charybdis was a great maw of teeth in the ocean that swallowed ships in a whirlpool mouth. That is the story of Gaia. Now, unlike Chaos last time, Gaia had worshippers. In ancient Greece, oaths sworn in the name of Gaia were said to be the most binding. So if you really want to promise something, you would swear in the name of Gaia, usually along with Helios, sacrificing a black lamb to the chthonic god Gaia and a white lamb to heavenly Helios. It should be noted that she has no cult of her own, but is instead worshipped alongside Demeter as part of her cult. It makes sense. They both represent fertility. While Gaia represents the earth, Demeter represents agriculture and the harvest. These two things go together. She did have a few temples of her own, though. Pausanias mentions at least 3, one near Aegea, another in Athens, and another in Sparta. And she obviously had statues all across Greece, especially in temples to Demeter. Though in my research, I could not find any remaining statues to show you a picture. Though if someone knows of one, please leave a comment and let me know. I would love to see one. The last thing that should be mentioned is a myth surrounding the Oracle of Delphi. It's well known that the Oracle gathered their power from Apollo in most myths, but in some, the Oracle's power is attributed to Poseidon, or even Themis, who personally I think fits best, god of justice and fairness. But, I digest. According to some sources, however, like Pausanias again, Gaia was the original power behind the Oracle. She shared her power with Poseidon, but later gifts her power to Themis, who then re-gifts it to Apollo.
Just like her, bitch.
So that's Gaia. A lot to talk about, but she is worth it. I did say that she wasn't boring. I have a few ideas for next week. I might do Eros, I might do Tartarus, I might do something completely different. But I'm not sure what I'm going to go with just yet. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you have any ideas or just comments you want to leave them down below. And I'll see you next time, babies.